Look at that. Ain't that glorious? We've got a vast sum of food cubes that we are building. It looks like our hitch is wheat, maybe? No, it looks like wheat flour is the problem. And maybe the bread ovens. We could probably use one more of those. I kind of want to increase wheat production while we still have the opportunity. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's going to give the wheat team something to do. And I think I'm going to be building another grain silo for the time being. Unless we can... We have 3 ancient science books. I wonder if we can make like an automated grain silo or not. Not yet. I think we have to be one like tech level up, which is going to require more science books. Well, in that case, another grain silo is definitely the way to go. And we can use some of our extra like slave power to get that working. We can get another bread oven as well. And I wanted to create some straw flour storage. What would that be? Flour storage. There we go. That'll go in this like little shit shack here. So this is sort of the place for it. Maybe I'll make a bread basket as well. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So with that, we'll get, I guess, one of the wheat harvesters to also be a wheat processor in their spare time. I think that'll be cool. So I'm pretty sure like one person can manage like 4 farms. So since we have like 3 or 4 people harvesting the wheat to begin with, we'll have a little bit of excess labor. Methinks. Maybe it'd be nice just to get someone else who wasn't really doing much just to work on that. Like, we probably can start buying building materials from now on. So perhaps Hawk can be our new grain silo operator. And these 3 will add the new wheat farm to their list of tasks for the day. To finish off the base management section of the video, Fall has created his weighted training straps. They will serve us well at some point in the future whenever we come back to the base. I'm going to need some torch posts because I noticed one of them was a standard quality piece of equipment, which is just not good. I think for the time being, we're going to create like 10 level leather turtlenecks. Right now, he only reliably makes stuff at high quality. But, I mean, high quality leather turtlenecks would be a step up for a lot of the crew in the adventuring party, and we could probably outfit the slaves with some of these shirts as well, just to make them slightly more resilient. With this new wheat straw and the bread ovens, I think we're going to be pretty golden in terms of stuff. I think, maybe I want someone else to manage the bread thing. Not sure who should do it though. Maybe Leaf. Leaf's sort of managing fabrics right now. I don't know if we're even good on fabrics or not. Let me check. I mean, we don't have that many. Hold on, Cabo. You have some free time. You can manage this oven. That's magnificent. You can see Fusion standing around waiting for more bread so we can make more green fruit. I mean, honestly, brother, you can manage these ovens as well. in between tasks. I assume if we have enough people like overlapping, we'll have continuous bread production. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I think we've successfully managed the base for the time being. Everyone's looking nice and healthy and fed, which I know is not exactly the look you want for slaves, but the plantation's on the frontiers, you know, so it kind of matters. Cat looks a little bit like she has nothing to do, so she can practice her martial arts. So, in the previous episode, we searched for some recipes and found a few of them, to be fair, but we found something even more valuable than that, and that is a training opportunity. We can defeat Reaver squads. And so I think it is time that we start bringing the war to this rival slaver faction. We're basically going to be trying to farm the Reavers for experience points, because they have very high stats and their armor is very susceptible to blunt damage, which is our primary means of damage. We'll probably take rests in UC territory wherever possible, in between shifts of beating these dudes. Assuming we can find any. Wait, hold on. Oh shit, they're right there. Who do you fight for, whelp? For emperors and nobles? Yes, I do fight for the emperors and the nobles. I do not fight for freedom, and I do not fight for honor. That's pretty much the opposite of what our gang stands for. We're literally here to enslave people, which, to be fair, is much like their gang as well. I might want to free some of these Reaver slaves, just to potentially get like a freebie recruit. Maybe? I don't know, is it all Greenlanders? I'd like a shack, really. I'll keep my eyes out. I think it's mostly like Green and Scorchlanders. Obviously it would be cool to enslave these guys, but it would be kind of a long walk in order to enslave them. We're more here for the to send a message to Reavers that our plantation is not a place for them to find slaves. Well, let's go to Brink real quick. We'll rest up and buy some food, because we're actually a little bit starving. A little bit hungry. It's fucked up. The slaves are eating better than the main squad. What the hell? Hey, what the hell? Why is the turtleneck got the training straps image? Did I accidentally fuck it up? Excuse me? Hold on. I'm gonna buy this thing. No, it didn't update its image. That's something I'm gonna have to look into later. Dude, damn, it looks cool as heck. What the hell? Alright, the gang's all healed up. We can return to the roads, the streets, the dunes, to find ourselves more victims. More squads of Reavers. One thing I noticed, I got some mercenaries to try to defend my outpost, and they've gotten stuck in this random spot on the map. I think I've managed to put the plantation in like a spot that only the Reavers can find for whatever freaking reason. Speaking of Reavers, we got ourselves a group of them right here. Very close to town too, which pleases me greatly. Yep, food's already down. Unfortunate. Even still, in spite of that, I think we're mostly doing fine. Doing a little bit worse than last time. That's no biggie. We'll just have to do some first aid. Skin fist. Unlock this person's shackles. Excuse me? I thought this guy was crazy. Guess he changed his mind real quick when he was presented with actual freedom. You did not just try to fucking steal from us, you little bitch. Is Hanbu gonna get up? No, he's in a coma. As is Rain. Jesus. Well, we'll get a little bit of resting in. Once again, I think it probably would be important to keep track of where everyone's stats are. I mean, I know for a fact that Hanbu and Jared started under 15. So they're really coming along nicely. Dude, glorious dome kick. That is what I'm talking about, Els. And everyone's all split up is actually incredibly nice and simple work. Is this guy hitting the slave on accident? He is. What? That's wild. Dude, nice dodge, Jared. Warning, blooded raid is heading towards the plantation. Irritating but not unexpected. We're in no shape to intervene. We're gonna do the age-old strategy of hiding while the Reavers attack our base. It just is what it is. Honestly, we have so much like food and stuff stockpiled. It is not gonna be an issue. I hope they don't steal my food. That would be really rude of them if they did that. But you know, we're like we're getting really beaten up defeating normal blooded raids. And I don't think there's a universe where we beat like a 5 times larger raid. I'd really like it if Hanbu and Jared could get stronger quicker. Looks like they're only getting like a level or 2 of martial arts each time. Maybe it's because we're defeating the Reavers super quick, but I think part of it is well, no, they were awake at the end of the battle. I was going to say part of it is them being beaten up so quickly, but it's clearly not the case. Alright, slaves. And not slaves. It's time y'all went back here. Turned jobs off. Cabo, you can hold some food so that if everyone gets hungry, or anyone gets hungry, I should say, they don't starve. I honestly need to get my dojo constructed sooner rather than later. So it'd be nice to have the slaves like lifting weights in between reps of hard labor so that they aren't like slow as balls whenever they need to move like this. I mean, obviously the Reavers aren't like we're hopefully not going to have them be here long term. Peas, you cannot get food right now. Trade with Cabo. Izumi, fucking trade with Cabo as well. Eat a Snickers. God, they're fighting each other. They're so pissed off that for the 3rd time they haven't been able to find us. I mean, honestly, a L house wouldn't be too bad as far as like dojo shapes are, or could be. That's how English works. As far as dojo shapes are concerned. So, I mean, it's a shit ton of space for dummies. You just need the steel for it, right? In a literal, like, tangible, physical sense. Actual steel bars sense. There we go. Bro, traveling quickly, my ass. This fat ass, guys. There we go. Okay, back to work, guys. I think we should create another food store. I guess we're just gonna have, like, barrels full of the stuff just scattered around random locations. Because I think Streak might be getting a new job in food cube production. I mean, you know what he could do, actually? Could be a bread basket hauler. I think that would work. And then he can manage the bread ovens. Yeah, there we go. I think this might be the most labor effective thing I can possibly do. Which frees up Cabo to do his vegetable farming. Me like. Well, we head out to beat some more Reaver ass once again. That's extremely convenient. They're legitimately like right here. I'm gonna send some people to focus these archers down. Cause holy fuck, do we need to do that? Hey! Beak things. You're joking me. That's so inconvenient. I can't be having multiple martial artists fight them, so they will just get absolutely effed. Oh, what was that? Skinfist has a new kick he unlocked. Oron, take this meat. Well, Skinfist, put the extra meat in, and then Oron can take it out. Hell yeah. You're welcome, Reaver Slave. Oh, are they following us? They are following us. Oh! Oh my god. Grass pirates. That's rude as heck. I hope that slave doesn't get knocked unconscious. I have a feeling they might want to join us. No, Kang, stop that. The slave's not attacking us. Sorry, slave. Okay, he's comatose forever now. Great. Oh, that's so wacky. I hope at least one of these fucking guys has a bounty. This one does. You are going to be punished for your transgressions. It's honestly kind of reassuring that we can take on a platoon of grass pirates after taking on a platoon of non-grass pirates. Skinfist, you might as well hawk this guy's crap real quick. So let's take a look at everyone's martial arts once again. Pretty sure Skinfist didn't level up from that last one. That's fine. Mostly been paying attention to Hanbu and Jared. Looks like Hanbu has learned the most, I think, at like 2 or 3 levels so far. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have Skinfist trade with Oron. The Skinfist can actually hold like an absolute metric shit ton of weight. So he might be able to, we might be able to buy like steel and stuff on the road. Which, speaking of, I think it's about time we got another shift of beating Reavers to death. Oh. The gutters are feasting upon the Reaver corpses. That is hilarious. Well, it's not my problem. In fact, it's a sight I like to see. The area is really crawling with these guys. It pleases me greatly. Oh, here we go. Scavengers. I mean, scavengers, are suitably tough where we can get some training XP out of it. They do have somewhat scary ranged weaponry. That is fine, I'll have Meow, or Els, assassinate this one. Oh, there's a Reaper patrol right there as well. Oh my god, Skinfist actually was taken out? That's insane. Handboo a little bit less insane. Boy, intestine scrubber. What does that mean? Wait, Skinfist is out of medkit. Oh, he fucking accidentally gave all the medkits to Oron. Dude, the Ironclad's... Wow, this scrap doesn't sell for anything at all. Ironclads, I was gonna say, have standard grade equipment, which is pretty nice. However, Skinfist is gonna yoink these guys' first aid kits. No, the gang's looking pretty healthy-ish. I bet we could take on another group this day if we encounter one. Maybe. That's a pretty big group. Excuse me, my brothers? You fucking ran into them? Oh, what the fuck? Look, I'm really effing this one up. Okay, while they're fighting themselves, we can take out a couple easily. This is a little dubious. What the fuck was that, Oron? Damn it. Alright, Skinfist can pick up Handboo. I think Foo's already been lifted. And L's can be picked up by Wee. L's can be picked up by Meow. We'll see if the slave joins us. Never mind, they're aimless. Okay, well that's whatever. I care not, you can live your good life, good sir. Honestly, all that lockpicking training earlier on, I'm very happy I did it. Not that it's borne any fruit really yet, but the fact that we have options is just nice. I would say the gang returns to the bar feeling fairly victorious. We have gotten our ass beat pretty much just like consistently over and over, but that is how you improve. Jared is up to a solid 19 martial arts, Handboo 17. They each are in the mid-10s of toughness as well. The rest of the squad is slowly building their stats, though. Again, I did not pay attention to where their starting was. We got some food production underway in the background, as well as armor smithing. All in all, I would say I am pretty content with this episode, and Skinfist is very content. This feels like a fertile training ground, and I think it's exactly what the team needed. We were stagnating, laying fat, just beating blood raiders to death. You need challenge and danger in order to improve, and both of those are in spades in the Outlands. So on that note, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Kenshi. Goodbye!